There's been a lot of speculation lately about if Antonio Pierce could remain the head coach for the Las Vegas Raiders after 2024. And I completely sympathize with Antonio Pierce. Kind of came into a crapshoot last year. Even though he finished 5-4 as the head coach, the Raiders actually looked pretty respectable. Where were they 8-9 to finish the year? And he did it with Aiden O'Connell. He did it with a defense that really didn't have the scheme that he wanted and the guys that he wanted. Even though he's made the most out of them, but I really felt like this is I don't want to say a farewell tour for Antonio Pierce, but I want to make an argument for both ends here. So obviously on one end, yes, he has really largely only been the coach for about a year. This has really been his first full offseason as being the head coach, quote unquote. And this has been his first offseason in which he goes out and gets his guys. And it makes some sense. Brock Bowers is looking like a stud. Jordy's still out on Jackson Powers-Johnson, DJ Glaze, and the rest of this defense, even guys like DeCameron Richardson. But I really feel like this could be kind of an easy decision for the Raiders after this year. Like, he's doing what he can. I understand all of that. But, I mean, if you don't get the quarterback position right in the NFL, very little else is probably going to go right. I hate to say that, but it's the God's honest truth. And I think that the Raiders are in a spot where they have to get the rest of this season right if they want to stay, if Antonio Pierce and the rest of his guys want to stay. It's not like we haven't seen good things. Brock Bowers is looking really good. There's spurts where this defense looks dominant, but then again, there's also we haven't figured out the quarterback situation yet, and this defense has laid an egg over the last 3 weeks. Like, it just doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of pride left there anymore. And so, as far as the argument as if he could stay, I don't see it, really, specifically with where over the last month how the Raiders have played. The current streak that they're on now. What are they on? A 7-game, 6-game losing streak? And like I said, I got a lot of sympathy for Antonio Pierce because I do think that he was dealt a crap hand to deal to start. But I do also think that some of this was in his control. I do think that the way the defense specifically is playing now is not looking very good for him personally. But and also, again, it comes back to the quarterback situation. He did start Gardner Minshew over Aiden O'Connell from the start. And then obviously the way things are going with Gardner Minshew right now, like, you are the head coach of the entire team. You're not just in charge of the defense. And so, I think that there's an argument that he could stay. And I also think that there's a much more valid argument that, he is a one and done, unfortunately, with the Las Vegas Raiders. But overall, let us know what you guys think. Is Antonio Pierce a one and done with the Raiders, or has he maybe potentially bought himself some time? Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next video.